You know when you say assumptions, right? We have 5 schools in Rochester. That's if you have somebody in mind.
Okay, so what's the probability that the rabbi that you're going to choose is someone from Rochester?
It's pretty high.
It is?
It is.
Okay. So I'm in.
Could you name the 5 rabbis that are in the community? Because we don't believe there are 5 Jews there.
Are you serious?
I'm just kidding.
You like me, I can.
I'm joking.
All right.
Where do you daven, Shabbos?
I daven in that shul called the HH.
And who's the rabbi there?
His name is Rabbi Sloboder.
We slow there.
Yes.
All right. I'm into your proposal. I like it.
Okay.
I'm in. Akiva.
How does it work? Yeah, how does it work?
6 months.
You made a proposal.
Yeah, the way it's going to work is that after the other 3 go ahead and make their proposals, the sharks will go ahead and decide how much they want to invest with each one based upon how they like each person's proposal. So this is proposal number 1. Now we're going to go here proposals number 2, 3, and 4, and they're going to go ahead and decide how much they want to go ahead and invest, if they want to invest anything at all with your proposal.
I have a question. How many young couples like you are in Rochester community? Do you have like a chevre over there?
Absolutely.
Are they growth oriented?
Yeah, I can't speak for everybody, but I'd say yes.
Okay, so your wife has a job. She's gonna pull them into this proposition.
Most definitely does. She already does that.
Thank you, Daniela and Eli Vatch, for your proposal. Next up in Shark Tank is Itai Joseph. And who? I only have and Ariella Stoner. Okay.
Thank you all. I feel like we should be on stage. Yeah. Oh no. Okay. Well, the stage. I guess the stage is like a backdrop. That's cool. Okay, Starks. Ariel and I would like to ask you a very simple question. How often in your lives do you feel like your attention is being stolen? Whenever you walk into the we want to address a very specific problem with our proposal, but I want to first start with a question and then a hypothesis, and then we'll get into the solution. The question is, how does Facebook, Google, and Apple, how do they make money? Ads, right? Even Apple. Addiction. Those 2 things actually are correlated because how do you sell more ads? You get people more attention, more time on screen, more ads, more revenue, right? Our devices are optimized for addiction and attention. But I don't think it's all bad. All the technological revolution, innovation is not necessarily a bad thing. I actually wanted to propose, there's a famous machlokas in Gemara and Shabbos, Lamed Gimel Amud Beis. Rabbi Yehuda and Rabbi Shimon ben Bar Yochai. The machlokas is whether the Romans, all their innovations, the shuks, the gesharim, the marchatzos, whether those are that's a ma'aseh tov. What's that? Oh. Whether the marketplace, whether the bridges, whether the bathhouses, is that a good ma'aseh, or is that actually just self-indulgent and completely obscure and antithetical to Torah? Famously, Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai says it's antithetical to Torah, but I actually want to support Rabbi Yehuda's view that those things actually have a merit to them. And I actually wanted to look at it from a lens of the modern digital world. What is the modern shuk? What's the modern marketplace? Amazon, Facebook, Twitter, Torah Anytime. What's the gesher? What's the gesher today? What's the gesher? The gesher is the bridge. That's your device. You got platform and device. Device connects us to the marketplace. What's the bathhouse? This is a little bit of a stretch in terms of shot. I want to suggest the bathhouse is the way we can cleanse how we use tech. Took a little while to get there. Not a filter. I actually want to suggest a beautiful, sleek user experience that has navigation, has maps, has music and podcasts, phone and texting, but it's addiction-free. It's made lechatchila to be addiction-free, and it's called the Light Phone. You can look it up, lightphone.com. It's $299. There's a $30 a month service fee, subscription fee for the data. And what I'd like to propose is that I'm going to actually pitch that the Rebbitzin also takes this on, but that I have a Light Phone that starting after work hours, actually like Rabbi Cassell mentioned over Shabbos, starting with 3 days a week, not the full week, to slowly get into it. 3 days a week, the iPhone stays at work or stays locked away, and the Light Phone becomes the primary utility, and the Rebbitzins game and on board.
I have something to add, because you could ask why not just lock your iPhone away and that's it, you're done for the night. But from the Rebbitzins' perspective, sometimes he locks his phone away and it's gone for the night, and then he goes out to Marv and he gets caught up in a conversation, and 2 hours later he's still not home, and the Rebbitzins wondering where her husband went. So Rebbitzin needs a way to get in touch with her.
I want to present the Rebbitzin challenge, where the Rebbitzin also takes on the Light Phone. We reclaim our attention, we reclaim our focus, we're present the whole evening with our children, with our family at dinner, etc. That's the pitch.
Wow, what a proposal here.
I like it. I had a similar issue that I did not want to take my iPhone to shul at night Seder because I get emails till 12:30 at night, which has to be answered. So I got a separate plan. I have a flip phone that I take for night Seder, and 4 people know that number. 3 of my kids and my mother. It's the only people that have to get a hold of me just in case. That takes care of your issue. I drive 3 blocks to night Seder. But at the end of the day, I have this flip phone and I'm looking for night Seder, and my 13-year-old decides that's her phone. So I have to beg her, can I have my flip phone for night Seder? So it's a struggle over there, but you know, it's a great idea. I just think that it'll last for a few weeks, and then the iPhone is gonna be back in the pocket. But hey, how long is the proposal for?
3 nights a week. 3 nights a week.
Does this, what's the phone called? This Light Phone, is it a separate phone number than the regular phone? No, because when you're just going to night Seder and it's just for 45 minutes, no one needs to know your number. But if you're coming home from work at 5, 6 o'clock till the next morning, so no one can get a hold of you. Unless everyone has that phone number and they know after 6 call this number, before 6 call that number. Yeah. Big problem. Unless you could call forward your regular phone, set it to call forward at 6 p.m. Okay.
I say you do like Rabbi Cassell. You use the phone in the car, and you get a flip phone. From the phone to the flip phone. I said your phone's in the car. Your phone's in the car. So if you get the flip phone, I'm in. Get the flip phone, I'm in. And like I said, you have ways, you just keep it in your car. Or you get a safe. You walk. That I let you. I'll allow you to.
on that night and they go to that undisclosed location and you do GPS, that won't let you pull it out. No, that won't be the one.
I'll tell you, what do you do? And Mitzvah Hashem, when you get so big and you get tons of clients and then they have to get a hold of you, I'm not so sure it's gonna be so practical, but 6 months, okay, 6 months I got it. And Mitzvah Hashem, 6 months you're gonna call 40. Call 40 is a must.
Just makes it harder. That's another level of friction.
Is Alan here? Alan Asher in the... Well, there's somebody, a special guest over here who actually is he's the manager in the Tomahawk, and when I go out to eat, I can't stand when there's couples that are there going out one night a week, that whatever they're going out, and they're both on the phones the whole time. They're not even talking to each other. You know, it like irks me, and like I want to go over to them and say, hey, you guys are going out to build on your relationship, and you're just throwing it away because you're both on the phone. Unless you're texting each other, but that's a bigger. But you should be by a therapist and not
Okay, thank you very much. Our next contestant. Our next contestant is going to be
Jenny Sable.
There you go.
Hello, Stark Judges. I am Jenny, this is Joey, and our idea, exactly, our idea for accountability year, I don't know about you guys, but this past year, I had to surrender my old dumb phone for a smartphone. And I was very sad, because now I'm never off my smartphone. So our idea is to set up an app. It can be either solo, your own accountability, or with a partner. That.
Okay, so here's the idea. So, a lot of accountability systems, right? Right? A lot of accountability systems you set up yourself, right? So you say, okay, at a certain time, if I'm not on an app. All right, so here's basically the idea. Okay, you set up a system with your partner that you're going to learn at a set time every single day for a set interval on some learning platform. Okay, and the way it works is that if you don't have that app open on your phone at that particular time, then your partner's phone gets locked. Okay? And vice versa. Okay? So, normally an accountability system works where you suffer the consequence, but you have full control to like, I don't really have to use it, right? Once you're your friend over, he's gonna find a way, you know in your mind, your friend is freaking out right now. And he's gonna harass you into it. Right? So that's how the system works.
I love the idea, just that. Oh, so how long are you gonna do this for? Okay. Okay, they'll start it for 3 months, but the app is not really created now. So when do you think that this could be in production? I wouldn't suggest it to be a wife or a spouse because you'll need a marriage counselor.
So, you might not want to have a spouse as a partner, but fortunately, Joey is a software developer, and we're going to, after this Shabbaton, work on this app, complete together, and it should be a functioning app within a couple weeks.
What's this app gonna cost to build?
How are we going to know that when the app is open, you're learning? You just don't want to upset your partner, so you just open the app. How do we know you're actually making use of it? But so if you look away in the middle, her phone locks.
Can you create the app that it actually only works if you're learning? That means, let's say you watch a movie, and it thinks, all right, you're on your phone, but she thinks you're learning, but you're not. How do we do that?
We were thinking that we would use like the Torah Anytime app.
That's good. So that's the only app that would work is the Torah Anytime
The
app.
only app you'd be able to open.
All right, I propose like this. Torah Anytime app is good, but you have to listen to my lectures on it. If not, I'm out.
Amazing idea. Based on apps, I just want to tell you, I think there was a young girl last year who proposed something, which I think if you're a software developer, you get this done, you'll save thousands of souls. She wanted to make an app on your phone based on wherever you're situated in the world. By lichtbenching time till after Shabbos or after everything, your phone shuts off. Phone shuts off. Shabbos, Yontif, you can pre-program a calendar like you have on your house, some of your lights. You can pre-program if it's, what day Shabbos and Yontif, and it knows lichtbenching time, it knows shkia time, it knows everything like that. Your phone shuts off. Unfortunately, we are in a generation that it's an addiction of phones, so people never turn the phone on Shabbos to text somebody. Unfortunately, I'm sure the rabbis know much more than me, but if you come up with an app like that, I will get the amount of people that need it and will sponsor everything.
That's quite the commitment right there. Okay, guys, thank you so much for your proposal. And for our last and final contestant, we have Levi and Alexandra Herman.
What? Why should we do it? Oh, that's right. You sat down right there.
Hi, I'm Levi,
I'm Alexandra.
and we're here seeking $20,000 for a 30% stake in our idea. I realize, Alexandra, we haven't gone out in the longest time, and time's just gone by. We missed important things and we didn't even realize it. We really need a break, and we really need to start spending some time together.
Yeah, it's been busy, I agree. Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? I feel like, we've been distant unintentionally, and, life's been getting hectic in the way.
Introducing Home Shalom, the all-inclusive marriage and family app. We saw that we were constantly on our phones all the time. Like the rest of the world, we're always on our phones, we come home, even you try to leave it in the car, it doesn't always work. And we wanted a good reason to bring our phone into the home, into your house, while really bringing up your home and family life. We have a section in our app, Home Shalom. We have a section for chinuch, for marriage advice, marriage questions, book recommendations, and spousal questionnaire, among other ideas that we have in development. When downloading the app, the way that it works is that there will be a questionnaire asking about your interests, your hobbies, your food preferences. You give your app location and any money and the amount of money that you want to spend on a given date night. But this isn't just a standard app with nothing to get in return. You can win too. There's a system in the app. Every 15 points that you get, you will get something in return. The way that it works is you create an account that is shared with your spouse. You're each on the same account. Every day there's a notification that pops up on your phone, on both of your phones, and it says, write something that you appreciate that your spouse did for you, or that they did in general the day before. If you fill that out, if you fill out that one question out, then you get a point. You got 1 point for filling that out, and if you go consistently every day for 7 days, then you get 2 points. Then you get a point if you go on a date night. You get 2 points, then you get a point if you go on a date night, and you get a point for the questionnaire, you get 2 points for going on a date night once a week. At the end when you get 15 points, then you will be able to get a reward. You'll get a coupon for a date night or some other reward that you can use and enjoy your time together. You can also choose to have a free date. That way you can save up if you want to go to that expensive dinner down in the long run, but you need to make sure that you're consistently going out every single week. There's also going to be an exception on the app for marriage book recommendations, which can be sponsored, and then you can order the book through the app. Every book, when you finish it, you're going to get 3 points. And there's a questionnaire at the end of it that's going to ask you questions about the book to make sure that you actually read it. So you probably asked about Haskama Rabbanim, right? Smartphones, garbage. So we have a skama from many big Rabbanim who are aware that smartphones are the way of many people and many couples. And we want to bring some real aspect of Kedusha to these smartphones and to these people. Now, if you don't have a smartphone, there's also a website with all the capabilities of the app, and you get email notifications as well, and all of that on the website is parallel to the app on the smartphone.
We're also going to have a panel of rabbis that are on the back end of the app, and you can ask questions to them anonymously in different types of forums. And you can also ask questions to communities, so like mothers, fathers, children, and so forth. Our plan, bringing it forward. We're also planning on going around to different various young professionals and young couples to encourage the use of the app. It's completely free, and you're getting coupons and rewards through the point system. There's a lot to gain. The app tracks how much movement has been done. So if people are on it and there's parts of the app that they like the most, they can get their points that way. How will we make money? We see in the world of nonprofit and psychology how much people care about strengthening their relationships and building their households. We'll raise money so we can attract more users to bring peace, happiness, and more love into families, relationships, and our children. We have a suggested donation that couples can give to the app if they're enjoying it. And then we can also get sponsorships and advertising from restaurants, websites, books, cookbooks, magazines, and so forth.
So Starks, which of you will partner with us to be our foundational partners in increasing the greatness and future of Klal Yisrael?
Thank you so much for the proposal. Before I pass it on to the Sharks, just as a general note, it seems like everyone has an issue with phones, no? It seems like that's the hot topic over there.
The preparation for this proposal was definitely thought about, and it was definitely worked on. I'm happy you got your date night to prepare for this because it took time. I like the idea that if your spouse did something, you could put it in, but I think that you should add on that if you put in, oh, my wife made me lunch today, it should shoot a text to her as well saying thank you so much for making me lunch. or vice versa, the husband went to the store and actually bought the right things instead of coming home with different things and say thank you so much for going shopping. Your next thing is that you brought up that how we're going to make money. You know, sometimes you don't do things for money, you do things for the actual car. The actual payment is going to be up after 120, which I think that if you could improve couples, that's the ultimate goal, and even if you lose money on it, I'll be in for this one.
So I actually think that the idea is such a good idea, and like you mentioned, how every couple is looking to improve their relationships, better ways to use their phones, so on and so forth. I think you can actually charge a membership for this app, and people actually pay for it. That's how good of an idea it is. But is this for real? Are you really working on this?
As of, I guess now we are, yes.
It was so thought out. It sounds like it's like, you're already up to Series A funding.
It's a lot of ideas from years together going on the one thing, yeah.
Of not going on date nights.
Yeah, definitely. I count on 2 hands.
The truth is, I'm not sure how many donations you'll get for it. I'll give you an example. How many times do you use Wikipedia and they ask you just for $1? Did you ever give them $1? No. Anybody else ever give Wikipedia $1 and you use them, you want to know something about Milstein, and you Google it, and they have a whole husband on him. You never, it helped you out. You put on Akiva's name, Goodish, right? So I'm not sure how many donations you're getting for it. But we only think it's a Jewish thing, so you will get donations. Did you talk to Reb Binyamin how hard it is to get donations? Did you talk to anybody in the donation field?
We work for NC5, we know.
Oh, you know it's hard. And you're still willing to jump into this? He's puffing now.
People would give money because they realize how important it is to build relationships. Because you have unfortunate possibility that divorce rates are going up more and more every year. So people who really see the big picture, the big focus, will realize that we want to stop that, especially in this community.
Okay, thank you, Levi and Alexander Herman, for your proposal. Okay, Sharks. So now we have four proposals here in the team. How are we going to go about this, guys? How much money are we giving out, and who's getting what?
One proposal at a time.
Okay, are you guys ready?
Okay, since the guys on the left of me are the money guys, they're the raisers and all that stuff, so they'll talk about that. But if you're asking me, they're all great proposals, but which one has the actual starting date as of today? I think that's the Asela Harav one. So whoever was Asela Harav, I think that was the Vach one, the Rhode Island one. That gets my vote because you're right, concepts are great, but what can we do as of today, as of tonight, on your long drive back to Rochester? You're gonna have to pick that rabbi, and you're gonna ask Rabbi Milstein about getting a mentor. Rabbi, what do you say about a mentor, a life coach, for people who don't have the Rabbanim, who don't have that connection? What do you say about a life coach?
Yes, the right hashkafis, it's fantastic.
The rabbi says that you have the right hashkafis, the life coach, it's fantastic. Because not everything you're going to ask the rabbi. Which restaurant shall I go to?
So I'm going to leave the money up to Yitzi also, but I'm a deal junkie. And I just can't resist. And all four of those, I'm in on all four. I'm just a deal junkie. I can't say no to a deal.
You can tell he's a mortgage broker because he'll take any deal just for the mortgage. He's being honest. The truth is, I'm going to take Rabbi Finkel's approach here. All four proposals were good. We're going to offer $400 per group. So that's $1,200 altogether. We never wanted 3, we said we upped it. So if you keep it for 3 months, each one, 6 months it is? Okay, 6 months. Then you each get $400 each.
But since 2 out of the 4 proposals was talking about shalom bayis on date nights, my $400 should go for a night out to a restaurant without phones, without phones, and if you're in Lakewood, we can hook you up with Tomahawk. That will give you a good deal. So yeah, he's out of food. Alan's out of food, but we will be able to get you a good deal on Tomahawk. But I think that I would like, and I think it's a great idea for the couples to get a night out once in a while. I think it's amazing. Just since you all talked about phones at all, leave the phones in the car. Maybe if you need an emergency phone for the babysitter, so leave it by the maitre d' your phone if an emergency phone call comes in. Alan will hold the phone, right, Alan? If they come on a date night, you'll hold their phone. There you go.
Thank you so much for starting. Who's getting what? Oh, everyone should follow up with the Starks to collect their money.
Are you guys going to investigate?
Okay.
I give the fuck everybody over here. Mama's is good to be here with the Heilige Rabbi Milstein and the Heilige Rabbi Newcomb here at the Batya Avodah. The Batya? And especially to come all the way out to Newark, it's a chashuv Indian. Usually you only go to Newark when you have to fly somewhere. Are we in Newark? We're not? Where are we? Oh, Livingston. And by the way, Aaron Breslin over there. I don't know why Aaron Breslin over there. All the way from Newark. Tina. Oh, you're from here? What? Oh, Edison.
Filled with gillah, filled with Yeshua, the Architeva Chaydani, filled with Gillah, the Architeva,
I forgot one person. It's also a big supposed to be with the Heilige Rabbi Horowitz from the Shar over there. Where's Rabbi Horowitz over there? All the way from the hood. Morocco in New York.
I'm filled with you. בקרבה, באמת ישוע, Mama said you love, yeah. Mama, okay, I'll get the box going, everybody. Get out of there. First of all, I just want to say we have Rabbi Yaakov over here on the keys. Top 3 keyboard players in Livingston. Happens to be there's only 2 keyboard players in Livingston. And Reb Judah on the drums over here, all the way from the hood. Barak waiting? No more. He left us. He ditched us. He moved from Barak away to Woodmere. You know what I'm saying? What's the outbite of Woodmere, Reb Judah? You wanted to pay more taxes? So you sing this thing in its mamish key. To me, this is the aside. This is the deepest in the world. Because we have to warm up before we get built, you know what I'm saying? Maybe alcohol. But at some point, we mamish. You know when you turn on a car, you have to let the car warm up. It's not really well. You fall down, you get back up. How do you get back up? Should we keep on writing? Okay. Oh, you fall down, you get back up. Fall down, you get back up. Manias. So when you hear the Manias, we should make a song to this thing right here. Here we go. The deepest in the world. What was going on big there? Slower, or is it just me over here? Okay, we gotta try this again. Here we go. Now we went slow? Who's running the beat with this thing over here? Going on over here, wow. You have to make a new song. When life throws you lemons, you make lemonade. You know, we have this, you work with it. Sometimes something gets in your way, you take it, you work with it, and you build from it. This is Mama's the Avoid right here. In the slush that we sang a song and stuff. I'll tell you to be out over there. Okay, this song over here is in honor of Rabbi Goldstein. You ready for this, Rabbi Goldstein? I hope I don't get in trouble here. Speaking words of wisdom, let it be. My hours of years, know that love is there with me. There will be an answer, let it be. Let it be, let it be, yeah, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. one little ha'aret, when we were in yeshiva, one of our rebbeim used to sing it to us like this. He used to go, hey Major over there. Rebbe, take this phone from me. I can't use it anymore. There's way too much color for me to see. Feels like I'm knocking on the Abish's door. One of my favorite Newcomb. Where's Rabaran? Rabaran's here?
Right here, right here. Breslin?
What?
You want Breslin?
Yeah, Breslin. And the Heilige Rabbi Newmark, Mamish. The Heilige Rabbi Newmark. You ready for one of my favorite Newcomb, Rabaran? Study. All we did was laugh and play. No Rebbe ever lasted long. They all just ran away. Oh, Rebbe tried to teach us correction every day. We just close our eyes and see everything he said. And all we like to do was sitting and watch our TV set. We talk about the Yankees and the Dodgers and the Mets. The principal brought the new ready the first day of the term. And it says to him, show the discipline, be strong and tough and firm. These youngsters run the school, he says with a big frown. And by the way, for the next few weeks, I'm going downtown. Now this year, Rebbe, he was strange, he never lost his cool. He just kept on teaching while we broke all the rules. And though we haven't even learned a single word all year, it was basic time already, and the Rebbe was here. Already tried to teach us the Russian and we just close our eyes and ears to everything he said. And all we like to do is sit and watch on TV set. We talk about the Yankees and the Dodgers and the Mets. Once time for over came around, it was time to play that game. Against those boys from Brooklyn, how we prayed it wouldn't rain. All 9 of us got on the bus with our gloves and bats. The Rebbe also came along with a jacket, tie, and hat. Up to start the old see things weren't going right. Some big strong kid from the fence and hurts had hit one out of sight. Just as things were looking up, this time about to turn. Our catcher went and broke the leg, was fired in the third. If the boys would cry, the other team you only got 8 guys. What did he say? No, we don't. No, we don't. The deep voice said, much too hard to cry. Since I am the Rebbe, well, the man that will see. Let me be the nice man, the nice man on me. Well, the Rebbe went, picked up the bat, faced the pitcher with a smile. Knocked the cover off that ball, went about. Threw around the bases, he scored a winning run. We danced and cheered until he said, boys, you owe me one. Now, boys, you owe me one. Well, the next day in the classroom, no one moved and no one stirred. The Rebbe started teaching and his voice so could be heard. We all said, hey, it's interesting, the man is no more. The legendary East Side Bugs are gone forevermore. Oh, Rebbe, you teach us to live. We opened up our eyes and ears to everything he said. And no more did we sit all day and order one thing he said. We talked about the Rashi and the Tosfos. Of course we talked about the Mets. The new owner, Brother Steve over there. Uncle Steve Cohen over there making moves. How we doing, Carlos Correa? The Carlos Correa was only on the Mets for about 5 minutes. The other move was struck. Okay. The truth is I wasn't planning on doing this song, but we have to do it. I think I wasn't planning on doing it. That's mamish the whole Avoid. That's mamish the whole Indian of everything. When you thank Moida, the word Moida means to thank and to be Moida, because when you have to thank somebody, you have to admit that he did something for you. So when we thank Hashem, we're just admitting that everything is from Hashem. So we have a very special guest who's going to come join for this song. His name is Handika Arlo. Handika Arlo, do you know Hashem? You do? Wow, surprise. Let's hear it, let me hear it. I don't know if the audience knows how deep that is. That this little Haley kid right here is saying the words, thank you Hashem. Whatever happens in your life, just thank Hashem. Just thank Hashem. Mom, you go out. You ready to sing the whole song with me? Yeah? Rabbi Yaakov, you ready over there? Rabbi Yaakov is always on the board. Mom. Sometimes he don't leave. He plays the bossa nova when I'm on. Ready, Rabbi Yaakov? Thank you, Hashem. Thank you, Hashem. Thank you, Hashem. Thank you. 1, 2, 3, here we go. Thank you, Hashem. Thank you, Hashem. Thank you, Hashem. Not bad over there. Top 3 centers in the building over there. Yeah? You gotta stay up here so we can talk together. Big avoider right there. All right.
Hey, clap up for the Sparty Brothers.
Oh, we got some Sparty Brothers in the room right there.
Oh yeah.
1 second, the guitar, that was so crazy, we threw the whole guitar off to him. You know? We're talking the Shmir Satayla from there. Okay, for the Sfaradim in the room, how many Sfaradim in the room right here? Alright. For that matter, how many Ashkenazim are here? Alright, a couple. songs is a Sfaradi Slichot. It goes something like this. I hope I get the words right. Ki b'Pesach achalnu kitniyot והסתפרנו בשלושת השבועות והתקלחנו בתשת הימים לכן אנחנו מקדימים They start speaking that month early I'm joining the Sephardi people over here. Growing up in yeshiva, that they're talking about Gehenna Yagum Delilah. And then especially when you're doing sleepless la, you're in big trouble. You show up to the Sephardi. I'm so hope I'm record while you're doing Jew. Am I bring that one? Tati Shark t-shirt right there. Hawaiian Tati Shark. Tati Shark. Oh, it doesn't say shark? Oh, it says shark. Mom should give up. And we're talking the whole Indian. Tati Shark. Tati Shark. It's a deep sight, huh? I hear you're ready with the towels. You brought the towels for the game? Imam for the daughters of fire, Robert for the daughters of freedom. If there's McMillan, James McMillan, with me that he's through and I share. With me that he's through and I share. Imam for the daughters of fire. Robert in the daughters of if he's McMillan, yes. It happens to me, by the way, I wrote this song in Newcomb. Not in the mix. They don't let me bring the guitar in there. Go a little bit back over there. Mama shall cover the avoidance. By the way, I like this. Keep away. It could be that this nigga is the whole Yesod of Batya. Reconnecting with your Father in heaven. Is that the whole image? Batya. Oh, this week's parsha. Batya. Hail your Batya over there. And just like Batya has Siyata D'Shmaya, and her arm went further, the other mission should be Zayta that everything you do should reach Mamash the furthest place. In a good way. How do you know this stuff? Okay, well, we gotta get a hail and brother Akers now. sight, and I like to daydream. Slowly we drifted by. I watched him grow in his learning and faith, with a mixture of envy and pride. I realized the sadness no more could it be. My investment's heavy now. Many years passed as I watched my own children playing outside in the yard. I remember the friendship of long, long ago, and the great Joe DiMaggio's car. Collectors would come, they would knock at my door. Letters arrived in the mail. Would they have $1 million? Your car is one of a kind. I'd answer that it's not for sale. Oh, I'd answer that it's not for sale. I'm reading the papers from time to time. Events in the life of my friend. He became the Shiva of our old school, and now was the leader man. But there was a fire that ravaged his school. I knew it just might break his heart. So I reached in my drawer and I said my goodbye to the great Joe DiMaggio's car. One day my grandson came home from yeshiva, holding a card that was blue. Look, Sadie, that Shmuel is one of the Gdolim, and I'm giving this card to you. I lovingly hid it deep inside my drawer, where it would be safe as can be. And I vowed I would keep it forever and On the song over here, you ready?
Oh, you're actually off.
You don't know it? I call Heva. Slama Melon. And they said you'll find it here with promises of truth. Oh wait, this is not that one. You will find it here, right? With the long white rose and the chanting in the street. It left you cold, your soul still had to see. What you looking for is right there at your door. Believe me when I tell you, friend, you couldn't ask for more. Cause your heart has known is that there is no peace like home. So come on back, oh, you'll never be alone. I was driving up the turnpike to New York, and my '67 Buick had seen better days. With my hat and jacket tossed upon the backseat, and a safer in the dashboard that would look real fine. Because the shot didn't say this time it would be different. I heard those words so many times before. But the family is nice, oh believe me, this was special. I said alright, but only just once more. Come on and ride. myself, and now I learned to well. Because he didn't know the answers, and things are the way they seem. But I found out it just ain't so. From the Rebbe of the Bleed. You see, I worked at the Shabbos for this Rebbe from Louis. I washed his clothes and shine his shoes and keep his house real clean. But one thing that I did not like about this job of mine was cooking him his daily meals and serving them right on time. You see, the Rebbe would come home from shul each day and sit down in his seat, and he'd say to Blaine, can I have a little bite to eat? Because he used to stain old man time when you goodness and you rest, and rain on cue and come on down, put the food down on his plate. Well, now you know what got me, man, why it's plain as day to see. I say his food don't come from heaven, but from the cook, and that's me. So I schemed and I conspired to set this Rebbe straight. Tomorrow there won't be no food to put down on his plate. Now the Rebbe of the Bleed left to go to shul early morning that next day. When a tearful man approached him, stood in the Rebbe's way. My wife is ill, he cried out, no hope for life. The Rebbe said, I'll pray for her. With God's help, she'll be alright. Now the Rebbe of the Bleed came home from the shul like any other day. And he sat down at the table, I could hear him start to pray. I came down with the empty tray, and I said, this is what you've been praying for. But with the last words of his prayer, came a knocking at the door. Standing in the doorway was a man whose eyes did shine. Rebbe, it's a miracle. My wife, she's feeling fine. Please accept this little gift to show our gratitude. And I'm sure by now you guessed it, folks. It was a package filled with food. See, the Rebbe would come up from shul each day and sit down on the seat. And he'd say to Blaine, should let up, can I have a little bite to eat? Because he used to say, no man, time with the goodness and the grace. And right on through would come on. You can bet me by the dollar I'll come on. Down on his plate. Okay, I can't leave this one out because it's the Haley Moshiach. We're singing the rhythm. Moshiach. My Savior lived with us in my parents' home. He used to laugh and put me on his knee. And he spoke about his life in Poland. And he spoke but with a bitter memory. And he spoke about the soldier who would lead him. They laughed at him, they tore his long black coat. And he spoke about a synagogue that they burned down, and the cry that was heard beneath the smoke. But Zadie made us laugh, and Zadie made us sing, and Zadie made us get it Friday night. And Zadie, oh my Zadie, now I love him so. Zadie used to teach me wrong from right. His eyes lit up, and he would teach me Torah. He taught me every line so carefully. And he spoke about our slavery in Egypt, and how God took us out and made us free. But winter went by, summer came along. I went to camp to run and play. And when I came back home, they say Zane's gone. And all his books were packed and stored away. I don't know how or why it came to be. It happened slowly over many years. We just stopped being Jewish like my zany one, and no one cared enough to shed a tear. But Zany made us laugh, and Zany made us sing, and Zany made us say her face that night. And Zany, oh my Zany, how I loved him so. Zany used to teach me wrong from right. The saints of our children. Who will be the saints if not we? Who will be the saints of my children? Who will be the saints if not me? It's John Ribbon Center. Alone, oh, just a small group of men. When in the rush, the soldier and let them all away. The flame of Taina flickered on that day. So many tears, so much sorrow. The pain has lasted thousands of years. Soon we'll stop crying. The cruelty will end. The melancholia will be sad. We're together tonight. Every day that we come, we ask ourselves, please bring those old times back. We all know that you're listening. Of course, we know it's true. For I received the promise, so will you. Oh, it won't be too much longer. You know why? And together we're all gonna die. Our only hope in the world, Yerushalayim. I totally forgot. I can't end without this nigga. This is the deepest. No, you don't have to be a Brussels. You know what I'm saying? You have to be Brussels. No, you don't have to be Brussels to be Brussels. But you gotta be Brussels to be Brussels. No, you don't have to be blessed to be the simple. But you gotta be the simple to be a you. You don't have to be Chabad to want the Shia, but you gotta want the Shia to be you. So you don't have to be Zion to love Eretz Yisrael, but you gotta love Eretz Yisrael to be you. And you don't have to be a litvak to learn the Torah. You gotta learn the Torah to be you. And you don't have to be a Susan to know how to dance. But you gotta know how to dance, you don't have to be yucky to be on time. And you don't even have to be on time to be you. No, you don't have to be a Spartan to respect the rabbi. You gotta respect the rabbi to be you. No, you don't have to live in the 5 towns to have some money. You gotta have some money to be in here. We need the Psak Allah before the we continue.
We have to paskin that every Yid needs to have a lot of money, and every shit should give it.
But you gotta have some money to live in the 5 town. But you don't have to live in Lakewood to be a shivin. But you got. My Newcomb says, yeah, my flight is up. He said, no, he said, yeah, what do we do? We don't have cousin Ashlishi, we have 3 over there. What do we say? He said, yeah? For real? Oh man, I better do too. But you gotta be a shivin to live in Lakewood. To have good needles, gotta have good needles to be you. But you don't have to go to Palestine to learn Muslim. But you gotta learn some Muslim to be you. You don't have to live, you don't have to go to Shayash to know they live around my heart. If you want to see a hand of the Eagles, my car up the boat. She goes here on my Hollywood over there. But you don't have to live in Miami to have good weather. You gotta have good weather to be in Egypt. You do? It's like good old Eden, go to Miami. Because you might as well just go to the Holy Land. And I'm assuming you'll have beautiful weather over there. להיות בשמחה אפילו ולהפרידנו בתוך יסורי. Really give some Batya over there, Batya, and the Batya. I get them up at it. It's like for a week full of everything good. How about Rabbi Yaakov over there? How are you, Rabbi Yaakov? Top three? How are you, Rabbi Yaakov over there?
How are you, Rabbi Yaakov?
Rabbi Judah back there.
Heilige Rabbi Milstein.
Thank you so much. You give me so much wisdom. It's the biggest element. What do you want to know? Huh? That's it. So she wrote. Joey. You did. You?
What? You think I didn't tell you so yet?
Huh?
I can't hear you. What? High five?
She sent me your video.
Oh, for Leva? Soon. Every year they do nutty stuff. Life-size
Disgusting. Can you take that away from her? No, I don't want to.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm heaven.
What is it? What's the
It's like being good events, personal video.
Okay, come ready? Going? Go to the bathroom. Mommy's behind the curtain.
come. People come. Thanks, come. Можно стараться, можно.
Yeah, and then you don't give them phone. Yes, but that's good. Yeah. Well, now you're.